All right, so Lil Tay, as you guys know, is probably one of the most famous children of all time. A few years ago, in 2017 and 2018, she was really blowing up for making these crazy roast videos where she would roast the haters. I think she was making music or something like that. But really, the biggest thing is that she was the world's youngest flexer, which got people like Rice Gum to cover her all the time. And now she's apparently back. Back in the day, she was basically making videos where she would just roast everybody relentlessly, flex about how much money she had as a 9-year-old, and people couldn't get enough of it.
Flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke-ass haters. This be my kitchen. It's bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses.
Now, in the background of that video, I think I can actually hear the Rice Gum diss track about, I don't know, maybe her or something like that.
Perhaps.
I can hear the beat in the background. But she would make videos where she would be like, I have all this money. I'm 9 years old. What the fuck are you doing? Here she is in a BMW flexing.
If you're balling in the IA, I dropped 200 racks on this car, and I'm only 9 years old. I got the keys to this car. See this? These are butterfly wings. Y'all haven't seen this car in your lives. I've been driving this around the Beverly Hills.
Okay, now I don't know about you guys. I don't think the BMW i8 is a flex, okay? That's like a box, okay? You could have gotten anything else, Lil Tay, and you're telling me you got an i8.
Area, and I'm only 9 years old. I ain't got no license, but I ain't ever gonna get no license. Lil Tay just got verified. Y'all said I wouldn't make it, but look, I'm verified now. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. Just got verified.
God damn it, what the hell? Ouch! Dang it! Ow! I'm gonna call the police! You're crazy!
Shut your
Ah!
ass up, ugly ass.
So obviously it was like, it's clearly staged, right?
Yeah.
It's clearly staged, but it was funny. I mean, back in the day, I thought she was funny.
I did too. I think it, honestly, the BMW thing, you can just, there's no shame in saying you have a Fisher Price. I think
There's
at that
no
age,
shame.
At that age, just own the Fisher Price, just whip that you'll be good. And also, I don't need to, there's no need to get, like, I know the Gangnam Style guy's washed up, but seriously, this is just taking advantage of someone in a desperate situation at this
Yeah,
point.
he did nothing wrong. Like, we know he has a poor credit score. Do you need to put a pie in his face? I don't think so.
Yeah, no need for that.
Just because Psy is debt maxing doesn't mean you can shit on him like that. But recently we heard about Lil Tay again because she had allegedly died, and then it turned out to be a hoax. I don't know exactly who started it, but it was a huge deal when it happened, believe it or not. It was like the biggest news on the internet that she had died, and it was the first time anyone had heard of her. What we know about Lil Tay's rumored death. On August 9th, a message appeared on the Instagram account of 14-year-old internet personality Lil Tay, announcing that she and her brother had succumbed to a sudden and tragic passing that was entirely unexpected. The post referred to Lil Tay as Claire, obliquely claiming that the circumstances surrounding Claire and her brother's passing are still under investigation. The following day, things got even weirder. According to TMZ, Lil Tay told the outlet that she and her brother are fine and her Instagram had been hacked. The following month, a post on her Instagram account accused her father of faking her death. Here's what we know so far about this deeply confusing situation. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that this was a hoax orchestrated by Lil Tay. I think she put this on because as soon as it happened, she instantly came back to the internet and was like, I'm posting again. I'm making money. I've got these cars. And she started dropping songs. I believe her latest track is called Sucker for Green, which is great. It's a great song. It's fire. Everyone should stream it right now.
Honestly, I think what happened, if you're gonna ask me, is I think obviously the dad is the easiest scapegoat because I remember back when she was popular in like 2017, there was this drama about her using her father's property because he was like some realtor, and she would go into the houses that he was trying to sell and like act like she owned the place. And so there was this whole notion of like back in the day of her father being abusive and exploitative. And so like now obviously she had this entire music video already planned and ready to go, and she needs to put it out there, but she has no relevance because she's fallen off.
She needs a reason for people to watch.
Exactly.
And so the reason that she got was that she was supposedly dead, and then she was like, nah, somebody hacked me. I don't think anybody hacked her. I think she and her brother probably posted it herself, along with her mom. Now, there's also been a custody battle going on for some time between the mom and the father. The argument was basically that the father didn't want her to be on social media and be famous. He thought it was probably a bad idea for a 9-year-old to be the subject of 30 Rice Gum videos in a row. Versus the mother was like, oh no, she do what she want. We going to make her famous. Like, that was basically the argument from her. And her mom would be on like YouTube saying like, oh, she makes all her own money. You know, she got rich on her own, which is just, I mean, it's just not true. It's not true. Like, where did she get the money? Where did she get the money before fucking YouTube and Instagram blew up? I don't think she had any. I think it was all her parents' money. I think she was using it to get famous with her brother. Her mom was cool with it because she probably wants to get in on the cash cow after she helps her rent some cars. She wants return on the investment. harassment for renting an I-8 for a day or two. And I mean, that's basically my read on the situation. There could be some other details here, but this article says Lil Tay's not just living. The 14-year-old influencer is living large and in charge thanks to the $300,000 she and her mom, Angela Tian, were allegedly awarded in their years-long custody dispute against their father, Chris Hope. We have prevailed. Justice has prevailed, and God has prevailed. Rejoice, Tian, 45 in a statement. God is great. My daughter can be on Instagram again.
Yes.
Making roasts.
Praise God.
Praise God. We've won our case, and my children and I can finally move on from this nightmare. My daughter can pursue and achieve her dreams on her own terms, and we're finally a happy family again together. When asked for the official court documents denoting the win, attorneys for Tian and Tay from Vancouver, Canada, told the Post, "We cannot provide court documents given the minor involved." So they don't want to give any details.
Yeah, I love the idea for this family. The return to normalcy is so that the daughter can go back to standing on top of BMWs doing a money spread. Like
yeah,
that's
it's like, and also it's like, we cannot give you court documents given there's a minor involved, but they are willing to put her on Instagram in like a bikini, basically, in her music videos. I don't know if you guys have seen these videos. They make me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's getting to a point where even I'm uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you want to roast, whatever, like, it's kind of cringe, but, you know, whatever. But now that she's 14 years old, she's wearing, like, two-piece swimsuits in these music videos, basically dancing in, like, a Charli D'Amelio type way.
Yeah.
I think it's a little much.
I think it's kind of a lose-lose, because if you point out that it's weird, what often will happen is you'll notice on Twitter, they'll be like, well, what do you mean it's weird? Is something weird about this? And they'll try to make it as if you observing that someone is sort of dressed immodestly is like you sexualizing them. When it's
obviously.
Like,
why would you think that? It's like, geez, I don't know. Maybe the
yeah.
fact that she's trying to do, like, sexy Britney Spears dances at 14 years old, maybe that's a little disturbing.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're sexual. Nothing about this is sexual, and you're making it sexual. It's like, okay, all right. Well, thank you for that. I'm so glad you've provided your opinion on this, but ultimately, I'm not weird for pointing out that this is uncomfortable. It's a lose-lose, you know?
Yeah. And here we have Tay has had to talk to counselors for 2 hours weekly. We've dreaded every waking moment with no end in sight in years. There are no words to describe the years of pain and oppression my daughter and I have suffered, and we've been ruthlessly stripped of basic rights and freedoms from the opposing party due to his disgusting financial motivations. Now, I just want to say, who do you think is actually financially motivated? Is it the dad that wants custody of his daughter and doesn't want her to be in YouTube videos, or is it the mom that wants her to be in YouTube videos all the time? Like, whatever the details of the court case are, whether the father, I think they claim the father physically abused her. Now, if that is true, obviously I'm not saying the father's a good guy, right? But at the same time, I just don't think this girl should be in YouTube videos at 14 years old. Like, should she really be doing this? I don't think so. I started YouTube really early on. I don't think I should have, frankly. I think that was bad for my development as a human being.
Right. Well, I think the idea that there's this black and white, like the mom is the good guy and the dad is the bad guy is like totally ridiculous. Like, obviously, if this guy Chris Hope was abusing, you know, his child and stuff like that, like this guy, but the mom being the good guy for like liberating her daughter and allowing her to do these music videos and you know, smoke dope on social media is like, okay, is
now
this
she
really...
can roast people on Twitter? Thank God.
Yeah,
she's free.
No, literally, thank God.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
She said thank. She did say thank God.
She said thank God.
God is great. Praise
Yeah.
God. Yeah, it definitely just sucks. But now she's back on Twitter. You can see here, Lil Tay be popping.
Oh, this is good. I'm glad she's doing this.
flamethrower.
This is good.
Yeah, it's safe.
This is
safe. It's safe to give a child a flamethrower.
Yeah, Chris Hope wants to stop this.
Yeah, Chris Hope does want to stop this. Chris from Mr. Beast is a big fan, though, I've heard. Low-key behind the scenes.
Okay.
Here we have, be honored that mother felt charitable today and would even give you a vile peasant the light of day. This is the peak highlight of your entire life. Now, clock in at Burger King so you can afford those frames to hang up the queen's charitable tweets in your bedroom. What is charitable about the tweets? Is she giving away money, or is just the idea of the tweet is charitable?
Who is she beefing with? Who is even about?
That is a great question, because she's been beefing a lot on Twitter recently. Here we have just some random person saying, you pretended to be black for clout and then you fell off because you lack any real talent, and then you faked your death to get relevant again. I think this is real. Some people are going to say it's not. I think that is real. The last single flopped, boo. You are a child. You need to stay off the internet and do your homework. I agree with that.
Yeah, this is...
This person is right.
This is really
Why aren't you doing Algebra 1 homework? Why are you on Twitter roasting kick freaks?
Yeah. It's interesting too because like it's so obvious like she does clearly speak in Ebonics, and she's obviously like culturally appropriated a lot of like black slang, and like that's obvious, right?
Yeah. And I'm not saying that that's like the most racist thing in the world. Like, I don't care. I think it's funny to say on phone I'm grave I be blowing up.
It is funny.
Like that is funny. But at the same time, like you're a child.
Right.
You're 14 years old.
Right. Well, I think the idea is that like I feel like there's a double standard where like she was able to get away with essentially like putting on this, not, I wouldn't say it's blackface, but like, I mean, like that was not natural. I don't think Chris Hope was the one.
No.
Like, pull up a picture of Chris Hope.
You want to see a picture of her parents?
Do you think the reason Lil Tay was like, I'm the youngest flexer in LA was because of... Do you think she got that? Okay.
I think that's the wrong Chris Hope.
Yeah.
That guy actually did influence her.
It's this guy.
Yeah.
Do you think this guy was the one who was causing her to speak in these ebonics?
Yeah, it's like, okay, this is where it came from. This is where the cultural influence came from, obviously.
Yeah. This guy actually does gangbang.
He does gangbang on Phonum Grave.
On Phonum Grave.
A
lot.
Was that a Bugatti or a Ford Taurus? This is him. This is
so I mean, this tweet is right. Like, is she not? I don't think she's pretending to be black, but like, I don't know. I don't think any of the black scent is coming from this individual at all. I think this guy plays golf and is invested in Nvidia and recently made a fortune off their little bubble that they're in.
And it's like, okay, well then maybe the cultural influence comes from her mother. Maybe her mother is hooded up. I mean,
and then you look at her and it's just like, in no way.
Just a normal Asian woman.
Yeah.
With the bangs. Okay, the bangs are kind of a dark thing here, I would argue. Look, if you have a mother who has these bangs, something bad might be going on. She might be a bad influence. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me insane. If I went on the news with my mom and she had this haircut, I would probably have to do something drastic. Probably do something drastic.
Okay.
Get the hair out of your eyes, Mom. Pull the wool out of your eyes. But she has been tweeting. She's been roasting people. She's been arguing. Here to this person.
I just want to clarify. This tweet, totally reasonable.
Not just reasonable, correct.
Yeah.
It is the correct opinion that she should not be online.
Yeah. I wouldn't say pretending to be black, but I think, like, if you're going to be hyperbolic, that's the right way to do it.
But even beyond that, like, you're a child. You need to get off the internet and do your homework.
Yeah.
This is true. Like, should high schoolers be doing this? Probably not.
And she said she has counselors and stuff that she's talking to for how to fix her life and stuff. These people must, not be giving her any sort of good advice.
Yeah.
Like, if Twitter is outdoing your PhD in therapy and social work, I think that should be telling you something.
Yeah,
so.
like, is being a child star really the best thing for you?
I would say no.
I would say no. Like, historically, have child stars, like, ended up really good?
Yeah, it was like the kid from Home Alone. What is he, like, on meth now? That guy?
I think he's fine. I think the darker one is Corey Feldman, the guy
I don't
who
think
was
he's
in the
fine.
Goonies. Have you seen what Corey Feldman does now?
No, I have not.
So Corey Feldman was like a child star in the 80s. He was on the Goonies and stuff. And he now
oh, wow.
He now does this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's actually 4 dedications. One to my
Is this
grandfather,
Skrillex?
one to Corey Haim, one to Michael Jackson. Majestic, who was also a friend of Michael's.
So this guy was friends with Michael Jackson growing up, and I believe he went to Neverland Ranch, which is the island.
MJ moves coming here in a minute.
Does it kind of come
No
a little
MJ moves. No, yeah,
It looks
it's
like
kind of a
Assassin's
similar
Creed.
style of dance
he does.
because
He looks like Watch Dogs.
we grew up dancing together. So he was my idol, obviously, and a lot of my influences.
get to
that-
it?
If you have that feeling, it's about to go down.
How is this guy even?
down in
Who
here.
is inviting
I
him
also
on
have
the
it.
news?
Let's do this.
We're gonna go for
Take
it.
it away.
Here we go.
How does he have money?
Nice album
Look at this
cover.
amazing album art.
That is fucking
You become
sick.
a child star and you make this. Angelic to the core. This is actually hard.
Yeah,
This is actually hard.
It reminds me a lot of like Cemetery.
Yeah, this is a very Y2K core
Yeah.
type thing. With the iPhone 3 graphic. The news is really on top. Just dead silence. This is what happens.
What the?
This is Lil Tay's future.
Oh my god.
Did he just... Wait, is that a dab? Did he just hit the dab? What kind of dance is this? Is this what Michael Jackson did? He's getting robotic with it. This is called an NPC
I
gaunt
heard-
dance.
I heard the animatronics get a little quirky at night.
They do.
I heard.
This is insane.
Missing all the notes.
He sings like he has no teeth. Like this is what's gonna happen to Lil Tay
That's-
within
yeah.
like 1 year.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah.
I think I'm.
This is the dark fate of a child star, though. Like this is what happens to these people.
Yeah.
Now I will say she's been really going off on Twitter lately, tweeting things like.
what did she say to that guy?
Oh yeah, good point. Okay, so when responding to this person who's like reasonably telling her to get off the internet, she says, "You are disgusting and insensitive, and you need to deactivate your account and have a reality check. You're 8 years older than me, yet I am mentally and more financially stable than you." Okay, you're financially stable because of your mom.
Dude, she literally just told this person to get a reality check.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
You're 14.
You've
never had a real job.
You're not a real human. You're literally like a fucking weird amalgamation of like a Hollywood infection on a young mind. And you're gonna have the audacity to tell someone who's actually, I don't know if this is a concern troll, but it comes across pretty reasonable. You're gonna tell them they need a reality check. You live in La La Land. You stand on cars, do money spreads, and you smoke dope, and you think that you're some sort of fucking like you know anything about the world, and have the fucking gumption to tell someone that they need a reality check. That's delusional.
You can't tell someone you need a reality check when you don't know what the unit circle is in pre-calculus yet. Like I don't like when you haven't seen a graphing calculator, you can't talk to anyone this way. And also, she doesn't have any points. Like this person says like out of somewhat concerned, she says like you need to get off the internet and do your homework, and she's like, I'm rich. Well, I'm rich. It's like, yeah, I know, that's the problem. You shouldn't be 8 years old flexing.
You need a reality check. You literally faked your own death.
Yeah, exactly. You're living in a fantasy.
This is insane. Yeah, this is anyway.
She's been tweeting things like Ice Spice lyrics.
I like
I think,
that.
Thank you, the shit, you not even the fart. This is good.
It's laughing emoji.
Laughing, crying
That's
emoji.
Great. That's great.
Laughing, crying emoji.
Think you're the bitch. You're not even the fart. God, I be going hard. God, I'm breaking their hearts. Like.
But she's been saying a lot recently. Here she says she's kind of taking like a PC angle, getting the I don't know what you would call this, like
The
type
girl bosses.
Yeah, girl bosses. Like it's this coalition on Twitter that exists between like gay people
and feminists
and trans people and like non-binary people and women whose favorite artist is Lana Del Rey. Once again, like she's dancing like this. Like all these misogynists in my mentions and replies. Well, how feminist of you to be 14 years old and dance in this outfit.
I'm gonna say whoever the outfit coordinator was in this music video is a rapist.
I mean, they're not a good person. I'll say that.
Whoever was the puppet master that told you to put on this garment is raping children.
You shouldn't be dancing this way. You just shouldn't.
No, I mean, because think about it. Like none of this was done on her own volition. There was some there was some person telling you to dress like this and dance like this, and they choreographed it. Look, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's the misogynists who are calling this out. I'd say it's probably the rapists that are causing this.
This girl's being used. This girl is being used for fame and money by some dark, shadowy figures. And what's even darker about it is I can't tell if she's tweeting this. This could be her mom or her brother.
Yeah.
If she's actually tweeting this, then she's just she's just sucked into the delusion they've created for her.
100%.
Yeah. Here we have the only person who was helping me and my family against court and my abusive, opportunistic father.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, X.
Because X never beat women.
No.
He never was known for
Feminist icon.
literally beat. Have you seen like his exes, like the bruises on them?
Yeah, it's insane.
Yes, dude. Compare this guy to Chris Hope.
Chris Hope. Yeah. This guy's the angel.
Yeah, Justxsnagz owns
Thank
Freud.
God
Thank God.
Thank God this at the
My
time probably
abusive
10-year-old
father.
had contact with a woman beater.
Oh, that's great.
Thank
yeah.
God.
This guy, look at me. Look at me. Hey. Thank
Only
God.
one head. That's the kind of guy
Thank
you want to talk to your daughter.
I'm so glad this is the company she's keeping. That's awesome, dude. I'm so glad that these producers and the dress designers, the outfit coordinators, the makeup artists, the stylists, everyone behind the scenes of this demonic music video, and Justxsnagz own for it. What a fucking great company to keep. These are some really stand-up people.
Yeah.
Some fucking Samaritans that Lil Tay is being influenced by. No, I mean, these Twitter misogynists, I mean, they're just fucking evil, okay? These people need to go. They need to be fucking quarantined forever. But we got to keep these are the real protectors.
Yeah, the guy who
Thank God.
The guy who nearly beat a gay person to death in prison because he looked at him the wrong way is your role model, Lil Tay. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What did this guy do to you, and what did you do to him?
All right. One day he just got sus. Like he was staring at me type. He was staring at me throughout the day, and like, bro, jail makes you crazy. So I walked out the room to go take my shower, and I came back in, and I was trying to calm down, kind of be kosher. So I turn around and I see this staring at me while I'm putting on my jumpsuit.
You gotta be in a towel.
You gotta be in a towel in front of it. You have to get naked in front of your friends.
Right. Yeah.
So I go in the corner by the toilet type and tie on my jumpsuit, and I don't put it on all the way. I tie it around my waist, and I start beating his face, and I remember I just put his head on the corner and I started stomping on him, and then when I did that, I tried to strangle him. Like I was. And long story short, I was gonna kill him.
No,
I think it's just, I know I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but like the word misogynist is so funny. This dude's biggest song is about like, f on me, look at me and f on me.
Yeah. He treats women right, dude.
Yeah.
He treats them right.
This is a feminist icon.
This is the future that she's being set up for, though. These kind of guys.
Yes.
This kind of mentality. And the reason why is because it's popular, it's famous, it gets her clout, and because, I mean, realistically, what kind of person is enjoying her looking like this? What kind of adult man is enjoying this look? I think we know.
Yeah.
It's not a Chris Hope type person, in my opinion. It's not a Hopian philosophy. It's not. But she's been roasting everybody on Twitter as soon as Too Mad died. So on October 1st, 2023.
Why is Joey there?
Okay, that's fire. Too Mad tweeted out, Lil Tay is desperately hanging on her last bit of clout and is using her father as a sob story. I mean, maybe true. Maybe true.
If true.
Holding on to clout is definitely true. But she responds by saying, "Welp, another misogynistic pedophile bites the dust months later, celebrating his death." Do we have any evidence Too Mad is a pedophile? Do we have any evidence whatsoever? I have not seen any. Jameski, provide the receipts, dude, because I have not seen any proof whatsoever. I mean, he could be in some alternate reality, but in the reality that we live in, we have no evidence of that.
I think it's so funny, like, for her to call someone else pedophile, like, dude, you're being groomed.
Yeah, I just feel bad for her this way.
The people who you respect the most are the most pedophilic, by the way.
And I mean, and once again, she only called him that after he died because you can't technically defame a dead person, so she can get away with whatever she wants to say. Now, I will say there has been some crazy stuff going on Twitter. She rightfully has been roasting this kick streamer named Justxsnagz. He's one of these like sort of kick streamers that will basically do anything for clout, and this guy is actually disgusting.
It's sort of like that Zerka philosophy, the Zerkian persuasion.
Yes, it is. Well, it's like the guy that was recently exposed for basically getting girls to undress over the app Monkey. Young girls, way too young. It's the same kind of guy. There's a whole genre of these guys apparently on Kick, and this is just our most shining, brightest example. Pure red-blooded American right here.
I'm down and raise it up. I don't care. You not bad enough. Your nose, you got the fucking beak on you. You look like you stink. Your hair look mad rough. Like comb your hair a little bit. Yeah, you. And your lips.
Why are you so mean?
You dumb. Look, your lips look mad dry. Your hands is mad fat. You look crazy. Do this. Show me your teeth. Your teeth is pissy. Your teeth is pissy yellow. What the f? Stop speaking sign language. All that silent. You deaf?
I am
This guy
actually
cannot
deaf.
be talking, by the way. He's got like a very recessed neck sort of thing going on.
Why does he's doing an ET type thing going on. He's got an ET physiognomy. He looks like Gollum.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, why are you talking like that? Why are you so weird? I don't know, dude. Why the f do you look like a triceratops? You look strange.
Like a shrimp.
And people have been absolutely roasting this guy for this. As we can see here, Lil Tay posted, "Imagine making fun of someone for something they can't control, all while being a pedophile at the same time." And she actually posted some receipts for this one. Here she says, like, who in their right mind sets up the camera, starts to stream on Twitch, goes on Monkey, and says this to girls my age?
Yes.
You 14.
Yep.
So that what grade is that? Like a sophomore?
8th grade.
Sophomore?
8th grade?
Sophomore.
Can I play with that?
Sophomore's like 16. What?
Can I play with that little 8th grade pussy?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I think she's right to call him a pedophile.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't disagree with that. Now I understand jokes can be funny. The Rucka Rucka Ali song we're listening to about Jared from Subway, singing from his perspective, that was funny. But this is just like traumatizing a child.
Yeah, like the Brody TV stuff is like, I'm such a pedophile. Like that's.
Yeah, I mean that can be funny.
So cute. Eeny, meeny, fly, idiot!
This guy is just talking to children.
Yeah.
Where the meme has ended. Look at the way he licks his lips. Doing an EDP lick right there.
Does
Look
he
at
have a
this.
fake arm? How is he scratching his neck?
I think his arm is up here like this.
Yeah, but he's got two arms. One.
Yeah, it's like it's underneath his he's got some sort of Lankian type thing going on. They're very long arms. He's got a good wingspan.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, he's doing that.
Okay.
Can we do that for the rest of the video?
No, we can't. Why would we want to do anything this guy does? He's a disgusting misogynist.
He's famous, dude. This is what it takes to get famous. And at least he's moistured up with the Sarah V back here.
I did
he stays
see that.
moist.
I'm Michael Sarah, and human skin is my passion, which is why I developed this. CeraVe. Oh, you didn't know?
You will not catch him looking dry. Okay.
No ashiness on this brother.
No ashiness whatsoever. Feel like a groan.
Yes.
Can we get an instant replay on that?
Yeah.
Jesus,
Wow.
this guy is a freak. She was right to roast him. I would say we can probably agree with her take here. But once again, I just feel like she probably shouldn't be. I feel like she probably shouldn't be arguing with these people.
Streamer
at this
violates
age.
Lil. What does it say? What is the caption?
So the drama alert caption here is streamer Justxsnagz violates Lil Tay for calling him an alleged pedo, and he definitely did violate her.
Little Tay owns you.
Have you seen this?
Mod actions. You can see the words he's got banned down here.
Okay.
That little cracker white bitch. I see that little bitch. I'm gonna break her fucking neck. I'm gonna step on her in school. I'm gonna break her school in half. She's sucking my dick. She wanna get some album promos, all that.
Why are you saying this about a child,
Dude.
You fucking freak.
Yeah, this guy needs to go.
Yeah, but like once again, I think part of the greater problem is like she shouldn't be interacting with this guy whatsoever.
True.
She shouldn't be arguing with him.
But honestly, like, because I know comments will be like, "Are you seriously victim blaming?" It's like, no, obviously we're not. I'm saying this guy should probably be arrested, right? Like, I would say he should be cuffed.
Or worse.
Or worse. I would not mind if this guy bit the dust. But the idea is that like Lil Tay is not well kept. Like the idea is that the Hopian philosophy would have prevented this entirely.
You're 14 years old. Like you shouldn't be arguing with people about whether or not they're a pedophile on the internet. You just shouldn't.
That's just not.
What happened to you packing yourself, Lil Tay? I don't even know you. All I heard was Lil Tay died. I got so happy. I rolled up. I'm saying smoking Tay, smoking Lil Tay. Oh my God, Tay, I'm mad high. I was gonna go to your fucking tombstone. I was gonna go to your fucking graveyard. I was gonna pee all over that shit. I was gonna walk all over your grave. I swear, you little white cracker bitch. I hate you. Stop saying my name. I don't care.
I mean, you probably should care if 100,000 people are liking a tweet calling you a child sex offender. You probably should be upset about that.
I would say that,
especially if you're guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started with me first. It's not slavery where white people could treat us like.
Well, okay, he's talking about slavery.
Slavery?
Now. Just literally, what the fuck?
What are you talking about? You're a slave to your own pedophilic inhibitions. That's the only thing you're a slave to, buddy.
Yeah. What the? What about the most random? First of all, not even white. Very obviously Asian.
Yeah.
Like,
and her father is Canadian.
Yeah, and then we're talking about slavery. What are we doing on this right now? What's going on?
This is all he has, though. He's like, as soon as he gets called a pedophile for trying to rizz up an 8th grader, he's like, "What? You're trying to make me a slave again, bro?" It's like, no, dude. I mean, honestly, for you in particular, I wouldn't really care what happened to you.
I mean,
should pedophiles be in internment camps? Maybe.
You know what?
Maybe they should be concentrated in one area.
Say whatever you want. I can say something back, you white cracker bitch. Get off my fucking dick. I don't know you. Stop saying my fucking name.
Dude, look at this chat, dude.
Yeah, the chat is pretty crazy.
This chat's insane.
The chat is crazy. But the interactions continued here. Here we have Lil Tay saying violates. He's literally being racist and saying weird, pedophilic things about me, a 14-year-old, and threatening to harm me. Why does he still have a platform? Men are so disgusting. And once again, this comes down to a very misandrist point of view, where she's basically just farming likes off of people who hate men. Now, to be honest, this is a disgusting thing to do. But the average man is not cool with this. The average man is looking at this guy being like, "You're a clown."
Yeah, I don't. This guy. Well, she's literally picking like the worst of the worst. Like, this is not our best showing as men whatsoever. I think if it were up to me, I think this guy would personally have his manhood revoked and would have, sort of been forced to go down a Chris Tyson path, if you will, sort of like chemical castration.
Yeah.
Sort of a mutilation of the genitals and confined to just having a smooth area down there.
Right. But Lil Tay did get kind of an own on this guy because he got banned from Kick.
Who's tunnels? I want you to take the tunnel entry. Take the tunnel entry. Lil Tay.
He laughs like a fucking extremely low IQ individual.
I would say I was thinking more of like a
Yeah.
Like an actual.
I could see that.
Like a fucking retard.
Come to SB Island. What's Epstein Island?
Wow.
Come to Epsi Island. We're going to Epsi Island. We're going to Big Saint Games Island.
Lil Tay. Let me show you around FD Island.
Literally just threatening to assault a kid. Literally.
I can't get over that fucking laugh, dude.
Well, now when you go to his Kick page, we see, oops, something went wrong.
It's fun. He's trying to pull off that like Duke Dennis Riz laugh. He's like, but his just comes across as more of like a wounded animal. It's just sort of like,
Yeah, this guy sucks, dude. This guy sucks. We gotta stop giving weirdos like this a voice on the internet. I mean, realistically, I don't know who we is. It's like 500 people that watch this guy, 500 freaks who find this guy entertaining. And she's also been tweeting about basically any YouTuber allegation that happens. She's tweeting about it. Like the Wilbur Soot allegations, she said, narcissism at its finest. Lil Tay, you don't even know what's going on. You're 14 years old. You've never even had a relationship.
Her entire brand is narcissism. The youngest flexer.
That's the
I have
point.
money. You're fucking broke. What? Do you, like, I'm sorry, does this not own a fucking mirror? Like, look, I'm just gonna be honest, like, Lil Tay, shut the fuck up. Please. Lil Tay, shut the fuck up. Please.
Can we stop hearing from children?
Please, stop.
Please.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anything you have to say. Like, I get, you're getting your dunks on the pizzas, and that's great, dunk on these people. I support a backlash to pedophilic urges, especially from those who are going to be the victims. But like, also, you are Lil Tay, okay? You have nothing to show for. You're just like a fucking little parasite. You're like an infection. Everything you ever achieved was because people wanted a cheap laugh and wanted cheap dopamine and wanted to be enthralled with something outrageous. Okay?
And the people around you wanted to use you for clout.
You are a product of outrage culture, and you ultimately have no platform to speak on anything, especially about like fucking narcissism and abuse, intricacies and nuances. Who the are you? Like, stop. Go feed your Tamagotchi and fuck off, okay? Learn what a Punnett square is first.
What I'm most curious about is what's going on behind the scenes. Like, why is her mother okay with this? Why is her mother okay with her daughter interacting like this on Twitter? Like, she's not even in high school yet. She's not even in high school, and she's arguing with Wilbur Soot. She's making decisions that will impact the rest of her life. Like, she'll never escape the Lil Tay name.
Never.
She'll never be a normal person.
Never.
She never even had the ability to consent to what's going on right now.
Yeah.
She's literally too young. There's a reason why we don't put children in the same role as we used to today, because we recognize the child stars are bad. It's bad for their development. You're not supposed to be famous when you're young and have all this attention. And she's getting it again right now. It's rather disturbing. According to her, she's the #1 most Googled woman in the world, right behind Travis.
Oh, and Tucker Carlson, most Googled woman in the world.
Most Googled woman in the world, yes. Here we have Kwan EEAAO, Lil Tay among top Google searches in 2023. Who is searching for Lil Tay? Top Google searches 700 likes.
Let me see that. Let me see the list again.
Jeremy Renner.
Okay.
Travis Kelce, Tucker Carlson. I'm supposed to believe she's more searched than Andrew Tate. I just don't believe it.
Well, no. Well, I think this is like for like the few hours she was up there during the death hoax.
For one moment.
Yeah.
For 1 hour.
Yeah.
She was the most searched person on the internet.
Yes.
Now look, you know what, Lil Tay, if you're watching this by some miracle, I don't know if this is just going to go right over your head. I assume it is. I don't think you're going to take what we're saying very seriously. But Lil Tay's mom, if you're watching this kid should not be online. Like, she just shouldn't be, right? I think everyone in the audience can probably agree. 14-year-old girls who were once 9-year-old girls who were famous online should not be tweeting, arguing with random kick streamers. They should be in school. They should be enjoying life like a normal person. Am I wrong to say that?
No, of course not. I mean, the mom, I think, is probably evil in some extent. Like, she probably is just using this child as just like a money sponge, just like sucking as much money as she can as collateral. And just kind of watch the fire burning, watch her as her child basically throws out any and all opportunity to live a normal life because, you know, what she wants to get her nails done more or something. I don't even know. What is mom even buying? Do we even know? Like, there's so much fucking money falling into her lap for nothing. Literally nothing, and she's what is she doing with this? She's just fucking off.
Yeah.
What is she even doing all day? What is this? Who is this mom? I want to know more about this mom and this brother too. What's the brother think about all this? This brother's obviously gonna be too. Dude, just guilt by association. The relationship's probably so I don't know.
Now, I've been curious about what's going on behind the scenes with them for a long time now. As you guys know, I've been filming these like IRL documentaries. A few months ago, I actually emailed Lil Tay's management, seeing if I could do a video on them, because I want to know, like, what is the actual opinion of her mother? I want to get like an in-depth psychoanalysis on her family and how they feel about this stuff. And honestly, I'd like to talk to the dad too and see what his perspective is. I'd assume, given what's going on, he's probably not incentivized to talk about everything, but I would say there's probably something weird going on behind the scenes here. I'm not saying she's being literally groomed, but what I am saying is that there's probably forces at play that are not in her best interest, because it's never in the best interest of a child to be famous. It just is not. It's not. I think everyone in the audience can agree with that. And this is like this is not like a joke. This is like a serious point I'm making. I find this kind of disturbing.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think any amount of wealth you can trade at this age. First of all, I don't even think, like, in some ways, right? If you look at this, what's the equivalent? So she's obviously, this is her job. She's making more money than she could ever know what to do with.
Is she even making money right now, though? It seems like she's trying to. I don't know if she's making anything. She put out one song. She put out one song. Let's see how popular this song is. 8 million views. I mean, it's impressive views on its own, yes, undoubtedly. But like, is this like making a serious amount of money? I don't think so. 8 million views on a 3-minute video. I mean, it might have made some money, but it's not like she's making $1 million from this song, or even close.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
And some of the top comments on this video also seem to agree with us. Man, I feel really bad for her. They didn't even give her a chance to be a normal child. The parents are sick in the head for exploiting a little girl like this. I would agree with that. Okay, wait, let me get this straight. 9 years old, 5 years ago makes you 14 now. Didn't even know you at all until I watched a deep dive, which is why I began this comment with the age being pointed out. Major importance here. Then after the deep dive, shared her Instagram live video about how the last 5 years have been like. Information that's literally coming from her mouth. I proceed to feel extremely bad because that's just awful, long story short. Now I'm looking at this video, and you have grown men being predators by touching your body in your video, and you're basically singing about being a gold digger when you're not even old enough to have sex. My head is spinning, lol. Therapy, not music videos. I don't know. That's just me. Let's see what's going on.
Is she being touched in this video?
Let's investigate. I mean, she's definitely dancing with grown men.
Yeah, quite a few.
And in what I would say is probably a suggestive way. It's just not okay. Like, why are these guys dancing with her? How do they feel about this? Do they not feel any kind of sort of cognitive dissonance behind like being hired to be an actor and then the thing you amount to is dancing with a child? Like, it's a little bit disturbing. And also, okay, these are not her cars. These are just not her cars. This is a showroom for cars that she does not own.
Oh, really?
Shocking.
Yeah, really surprised.
Shocking. Like, this is just gross.
Yeah.
This is gross, man. We're making it out of middle school detention with this one. Sexualizing a minor is never okay. This is frankly disgusting.
That comment's actually right. Like, she's never going back to middle school.
No, she's not.
She did make it out.
For a 16-year-old, this song is a bop. I wish she wasn't half naked, though. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Like, it's disgusting. It's really weird. I don't even want to listen to the song.
It's just about, like, money.
Yeah, which she has a lot of. Because she got $275,000 from the Hopian estate. So yeah, with that being said, I think that I just find the Lil Tay thing disturbing to this day. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like her family's inclined to make this stop at all. But you know, I'm pretty put off by it.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't know if there's anything that anyone can do who's not like in her immediate vicinity, because like she's been doing this internet for so long now. Like during the height of her career when she was blowing up, there were people far more relevant than us, and I think it even got up to probably PewDiePie at some point. Like people at that level were basically saying like, stop what you're doing, look back, and just, you know, think about the consequences of your actions and try to reconsider. Although it's obviously incentivizing to go down this downward spiral of just like hedonism and money and clout or whatever, ultimately you're gonna regret it, right? So I think now at this point there's kind of no going back. I mean, she did kind of like fake her death. I mean, is it confirmed that she was the one behind it? No. I think at this point it's kind of reasonable to assume that, though, just based on like chronological events that took place. Dies, drops a song, Twitter trolling, farming likes. I don't know, seems a little convenient. But like ultimately at this point, like is there anything that anyone will say in the commentary community that's gonna make this person change? No. All I can do is wish and hope that people in her family, I don't know if this Chris guy's any good or not, but let's just say he has the best intentions in mind. I hope that he's able to get to a point where he can connect with his family and get this girl off social media. I don't know, just kind of hope for just an off the grid from now on, because they have enough money, definitely. I mean, if they're dumping, what, this probably costs like $100K to finance this piece of shit.
And she's a child. So the most important thing to remember there is she won't even understand the consequences of fame until it's far too late. And she's had her innocence and childhood ripped away from her, which is disturbing.
Not good. So ultimately, I would just, if she just vanished off the internet, I just would assume the best. I guess no news is good news, especially with her. So
yeah,
it's sort of where
I wish she had stayed gone.
Gone
from the internet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like. If you disliked it, leave a dislike. Drop a comment down below with your thoughts. Check out Cheeto's channel if you liked what he had to say here today. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Right. And be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.